Good afternoon, everyone. It's Chelsea Clark from L&W Insurance, and we are back with Ask an Agent. And a couple things, housekeeping items. One, we're a little late, but that's okay because you like seeing us no matter what. Two, I want to remind you all to continue to send us in questions or topics that you want to hear us talk about. We enjoy doing this, but we want it to be relevant and information that you want to hear or learn about. So always feel free to message us, send us in, email us, any topics that you want to talk about or hear us talk about. So today, I've wrangled up Justin Strickland, and we've spent a lot of time in these Ask an Agent sessions talking about commercial and personal insurance, but a whole other facet of L&W is our benefits department. And benefits can be individual life insurance policies or health policies, but a big part of that is group health benefits. And Justin is going to be able to break that down for us because it's a pretty critical aspect for small businesses and small employers. So Justin is going to let us pick his brain so that we can help answer a few questions and just break down what that actually means. So thank you, Justin, for letting me steal your time.
Awesome.
So oftentimes benefits is one of those things that can make or break the difference when an employee is looking to join a team somewhere. If you're a small business, what you can offer to that employee beyond just compensation can be a game changer in somebody deciding to join your team or not. So when you're thinking about that, how does a small business or an entrepreneur, ooh, that's a tough word, know when and how to offer benefits to their employees?
First thing is give us a call. Because one of the things people don't know in Delaware, they hear group, even small group, and they say, that means I have to have a specific number of people, which isn't the case in Delaware. You can have a group of one.
Yeah.
So if you are a small group in Delaware, you are an entrepreneur, it's just yourself, and you want to run your health insurance through your business, you can do that because you can be considered a group of one. So that's why we tell everybody, no matter how small the group is, if you're looking to get benefits, if you're interested in benefits and you want to run it through a business, give us a call. It is not difficult. Once you reach out to us, the marketing process starts. The way the ACA and a lot of things work now, if you're under 5 people, we just need names, dates of birth, those types of things, and we can get rolling on getting a quote.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah. If you have 5 or more, there's products out there called level funded, which kind of gets you back into the 4 tiers of the employee, spouse, and family and all that. Again, doesn't take much to get a quote, but if you want to look into one, you want to see some alternative quotes, not just the small group age band and stuff, there are options out there for you. And really it just starts with giving us a call, shoot me an email. The information we need just to get a quote is very limited, so it's not going to take hours to put together information in order to just get some numbers back, especially when a lot of employers are on the fence, not sure if they're going to want to offer it, end up offering it, or whatever. A lot of times they're just looking to find out what the price could be to offer their employees at their job.
Well, so I think as a small business owner or entrepreneur, that can, one, it's comforting to know that there's a lot of options out there and to know that the process of getting some quotes or some figures so you can make those decisions isn't that cumbersome. That makes it less daunting of a task to take on. So knowing that there's options and that we have experts, Justin, who can help work through that is great. But when you are an employee, what considerations should they be taking into account when they're, I guess, looking into this or trying to figure out what's the best policy for their situation?
It's really hard. It depends. So, we talk about a couple things. So you mentioned entrepreneurs. I talk about single person groups. That's a lot easier because it's really going to be what you are looking for.
Right.
When you have a specific number of employees, it's a little more difficult. But, there's so many options. These insurance companies offer a ton of options. So my suggestion is just request a quote. Once you get the quote, once you get the pricing, we show all levels. Everybody's familiar with the ACA. They have the platinum, gold, silver, bronze. Even with the level funded, there's 40 or so plans. We put that all together for you to show you a wide range of deductibles, co-pays, different types of coverage, and then that makes it easier for you to see what you're really trying to offer, because a lot of times it's going to depend on the cost. So once you can actually see the cost, you can say, okay, this deductible for that cost isn't that bad. One of those types of things. But, again, it is difficult for an employer to figure out because you want to take into consideration all of your employees.
Right.
but it's difficult to do as an employer because you don't want to go. You can't go around polling people saying, "What do you need coverage for?"
Sure.
No HIPAA violations here. Don't go ask medical
Right.
questions. But you do want to take into consideration all the employees. So the best thing to do is just request a quote. Let us break it down for you. And what we do for the summaries is we like to put together the most popular plans that most employers have. The deductibles range anywhere from, $500 to, $7,000. It's crazy. But, it's just up there. There's reasons for it. And somewhere in between, there would be a plan that would work for you as an employer. And you should probably be able to narrow down to.
So obviously deductibles and out-of-pocket costs for the employees. You want to make it as affordable as possible for the employees, but also for the employer who's offering the plan and what's coming out of their pocket. Are there any things that once you are kind of rolling in the process that kind of help keep costs down, or things that either the employees can do or the employer can consider that will keep maybe the premiums down a little bit for everybody?
So it all depends.
Right. Everything is different, every situation.
If we're talking the age-banded plans, it's tough because basically what you will get from L&W Insurance and any other broker in the state is a sheet that will show each person's age and the rate next to it.
Got it.
There is no difference in cost. That is what the cost is going to be. It gets interesting in the level funded products because, again, those go to your employee and spouse, employee and child and family tiers, and what these insurance companies are allowed to do is they're allowed to medically underwrite. So we kind of go back pre-ACA to medical underwriting. And then if you're talking keeping costs down, a lot of employers like these plans, again, 5 or more employees enrolled, if you have them, because of the fact that they can actually go in and work to control costs based on, helping the employees out with things like, when they do their medical underwriting, it's height and weight. So, you can implement programs for that, smoking, smoking cessation, you can stop that. Or if it's just stuff that you have going on medically that you just need to clean up, take care of, whether it's, go to see the doctor so you can get on a prescription or whatever it may be to get it under control. You have a little more control in that element in order to try to keep costs down because you can actually, put in different, options for employees, incentives for them. The insurance companies do it too. Aetna sometimes offers Apple Watches if you sign up for this incentive and, you exercise more and you do this and it helps with weight loss and things like that. It could really help get your costs down because, again, in those level funded plans, not the age banded, so any employer under 5, I'm sorry, but in the level funded plans, it can because, you kind of control your own destiny with the fact that, the healthier you are, the healthier habits you have, taking care of yourself really can, have an effect on the rates, because they are going to consider your medical history and they're going to look at your claims throughout the year, and that's really going to dictate your renewals. So
with the level funded, there's a little bit more specializations, tailoring, but then also incentive programs that you can put out there for like health programs and things like that can help.
But Aetna's big on offering Apple Watches and random things, trying to get people involved. So
I mean, anything to get people to consider what they can do to help with those costs. So obviously it is very complex, but the good thing is that we do have Justin here, as well as Bill and our whole team that is able to go through all of the possible options for you and break it down and help you tailor what's going to fit best for your needs and for your employees' needs. So I appreciate, Justin, you helping to break that down. This is one small facet of what the benefits department does with these small businesses, but it's an important one, and we are happy to always answer those questions and help make it a little more clear and help you understand it a little bit better. So we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you all have a good weekend. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.